Good evening, viewers. You're live on EP Radio TV. This is EP News Today with me, Saidu Hamdia. Coming up in the next hour, the Accra High Court has dismissed Kofi Korante's case against the EC. The EC has cautioned special voters to cast their vote or forfeit their civil rights. Later in business, Registrar General has threatened to strike out business with old records. Also on the international front, troops have eliminated 5 Boko Haram insurgents and recovered firearms in Borno State. Details of these and more on sport and entertainment is coming up shortly. Do stay.
Mommy, there's no question that drinks are fridge no one. Normally we say dear Diana mama guzu.
Mira how are they? Intete bi na ba fridge ni mu na eja. Me prepare no no. Amankwa. Mira. Yeah.
Vim means soy milk and okra. A my latest discovery. It is nutritious and rich in vitamins for body growth, vitality and development. Adio won so e Vim means soy milk and wanna say it comes in different flavors. Original, banana, multigrain, and chocolate. And Mira, where do you know?
Hey, ready? I'm on coming for two form.
Daddy,
yeah,
nice.
It's smooth.
Eddie, I should say, Jane Catwemu, I just say,
Now the news in detail. The Human Rights Division of the Accra High Court, presided over by Justice Gifty Ejei-Ado, has dismissed an application filed by Kofi Koranteng, a disqualified independent presidential candidate of the 2020 general elections. The independent candidate dragged the Electoral Commission to court, alleging that his administrative rights under Article 23 of the 1992 Constitution have been violated. The court, while addressing the application, said the nature of violation the applicant was alleging is not one that Regulation 7, Section 2 of the EC allows for an amendment. The court said it was clear from the applicant's own affidavit in support of his case that he admitted to the kind of errors made per paragraph 11 of his affidavit. Justice Ado said the applicant's right to natural justice has not been violated and dismissed the application a day before special voting starts. Still on the EC, the Commission has asked all persons who are on the special voting list to go and vote at designated special voters centers across the country on Tuesday, December 1, 2020, or risk missing out on exercising their franchise on the main election day. The Deputy Chairman of the EC in charge of operations, Mr. Samuel Tete, said any person on the special voting list who failed to turn up at the polling station to vote on December 1 would not be able to cast his or her ballot on December 7 when the general election will take place. He explained that all was set for the over 109,000 registered voters to cast their ballots in the special voting because all materials had been deployed to the specially designated polling stations in the 275 constituencies across the country. Wrapping up with the local stories, 4 persons believed to be behind an attack on the residence of the New Patriotic Party parliamentary candidate of the Yagaba Kubori constituency in the Northeast region have been picked up by the military deployed to the area. Though police are tight-lipped on providing information, sources say the military deployed to the area arrived around 11 p.m. Sunday night. The whereabouts of the 4 and their details are yet to be known. Tension is brewing in the constituency after a clash between supporters of NPP and the NDC led to 4 persons sustaining various degrees of machete wounds. The residence of NPP's parliamentary candidate, Mustafa Yusuf, was also attacked and properties where thousands of CDs were destroyed. A local radio station, YKFM, belonging to Mustafa Yusuf, was not left out of the attack. Business news is coming up after this quick break. Please stay.
Mommy, person ko head that drinks our fridge no one normally we say dear biane na ma no guzu.
Mira na we dey. Ntatie bi na ba fridge ni mu na eja. Me paper no mo amankwa.
Mira. Yeah. Vim means soy milk and okra. My latest discovery. It is nutritious and rich in vitamins for body growth, vitality and development. Adio won so e Vim means soy milk and wanna say it comes in different flavors. Original, banana, multigrain, and chocolate. And Mira, where do you know?
Hey, ready? I'm on coming for two form.
Daddy,
yeah,
nice.
It's smooth.
Edi ahwehwe se dwedwen ka tro mu agya tum se eye.
Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. Now on the business front, the Ministry of Energy has shortlisted 3 bids for Ghana's Petroleum Hub project, with one of the investors pledging up to $15 billion to fund the storage component of the ambitious program. The bids have since been forwarded to the Attorney General's Department for review and advice, with a response expected by year-end for the project to take off in January. Analysts say the $60 billion project will be the biggest private investment in Africa. The 20,000-acre petroleum hub will have 4 refineries with a cumulative capacity of 600,000 barrels per day, 2 oil jetties, 4 million capacity tank farms and 2 petrochemical plants. The hub, which will be located at Bonre in the western region, targets very large and ultra-large crude carriers traversing the West African coast, a popular route for European vessels. The project is expected to accelerate the growth of Ghana's downstream petroleum sector and make the country a major player in Africa's oil and gas industry. Still in business, Registrar General Jemima Oware has cautioned businesses that have yet to update their records on the e-registered database that they could have their names struck out for not conforming to the standards required under the new Companies Act. Speaking at a virtual seminar on the topic, Ghana's business ecosystem, business registration, establishments, regulatory reforms, immigration and international trade, she said the Registrar General's Department has amended company registration documents and the department system to conform to the new Companies Act. The seminar was organized by the UK Ghana Chamber of Commerce as part of its Doing Business with Ghana series. The Companies Act 2019, Act 992, became fully operational from October 1, 2020. It's now time for World News. Please don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms on Facebook, EP Radio TV, on Instagram, EP Radio TV 2, on YouTube, EP Radio TV.
Hey, Daddy, who we are drinking? Mommy, person ko head that drinks our fridge no one normally we say dear biane na ma no guzu.
Mira na we dey. Ntatie bi na ba fridge ni mu na eja. Me paper no mo amankwa.
Mira.
Yeah.
Vim means soy milk and okra. My latest discovery. It is nutritious and rich in vitamins for body growth, vitality and development. Adio won so e Vim means soy milk and wanna say it comes in different flavors. Original, banana, multigrain and chocolate. And Mira, where do you know?
Hey, ready? I'm on coming for two form.
Daddy,
yeah,
nice.
It's smooth.
Edi ahwehwe se dwedwen ka tro mu agya tum se eye.
Welcome back. Now in Nigeria, the troops of Operation Fireball, a subsidiary operation under Operation Lafia Dole, have eliminated 5 insurgents during different clearance operations in Borno State in the northern part of Nigeria. They also injured many of the criminals and recovered firearms and foodstuffs from their warehouse, which was destroyed. A statement on Sunday by the acting director, Defense Media Operations, Brigadier General Bernard Onyoku, said troops of Army Super Camp 11, Kamboru Ngala, on Friday engaged and killed 2 insurgents at Garal village and Bulankesa community. On the same day, it explained that the troops of Strong Response Area Polka conducted a robust clearance patrol of area Ashigashi, noting that 2 terrorists were neutralized during a firefight, while several bags of assorted bags of grain and other food items were recovered and the logistics warehouse destroyed. Still in Nigeria, no fewer than 7 persons are said to have been killed in a fresh crisis which erupted in Jama'a local government area of Kaduna State. A government statement said the incident occurred between Saturday and the early hours of Sunday. 4 persons sustained injuries. 2 children were also said to have gone missing, while 4 houses were razed during the crisis. The State Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Aruwan, said trouble started when Isiaka Saidu, a herder, was killed by unknown persons on Saturday in Ungwampa village, Jama'a LGA. The commissioner noted that the state government received operational feedback from the military under the auspices of Operation Safe Haven, highlighting the unfortunate incident. He said the Kaduna State government has received a report of killing and counter-killing in Jama'a local government area of the state. Meanwhile, the commissioner added that the state government had ordered an immediate investigation into the crisis. Coming up now is entertainment and sport. Please stay.
Mommy, person ko head daddy. Drinks our fridge no one normally we say dear Diana na ma no guzu.
Mira, how are you? Intete bi na be fridge ni mu na eja. Me prepare no mo amankwa.
Mira, Vim means soy milk and okra. My latest discovery. It is nutritious and rich in vitamins for body growth, vitality and development. Adio won so e Vim means soy milk and when I say it comes in different flavors. Original, banana, multigrain, and chocolate. And Mira, where do you know?
Hey, ready? I'm on coming for 2 form.
Daddy, yeah, nice.
It's smooth.
Edi ahwehwe se dwedwen ka tro mu agye atum se eye.
Welcome back from that quick commercial break. Yes, it's sports updates today in EP Radio TV on news updates. And first on our story is the sports fixtures or football fixtures from the just concluded weekend of football. First of all, Crystal Palace played on Friday. They hosted Newcastle at home and they lost by 2-0 as Harry Wilson and the striker scored the winning goals for Newcastle United. Liverpool were halted in their tracks by Brighton and Hove Albion away from home in a 1-1 fixture where they played out at the Amex Stadium. Interesting game there where VAR played a really huge part in proceedings. Manchester City go back to winning ways by beating Burnley 5-0 at the Etihad Stadium, and Everton lost surprisingly at home to Leeds United. West Bromwich Albion also won at home to Sheffield United, who's going through a torrid second season in the Barclays Premier League. Southampton in a very cracking, interesting game where we'll go into talk about details of the game later. They lost at home 3-2 to Manchester United, where they were leading 2-0 in the first half. And also Tottenham and Chelsea at the Bridge ended in a stalemate where Jose Mourinho stifled Chelsea's attack ending the game in a 0-0 draw. Arsenal's woes continued just yesterday as they lost 2-1 at home in the third consecutive home defeat of the season to Wolverhampton Wanderers. There was an incident in the game where David Luiz and Raul Jimenez had a clash of head, and Raul Jimenez suffered a fractured skull where he had surgery just last night, but he'll be okay from the news we're gathering. Moving on to other leagues, PSG drew 2-2 with Bordeaux and leads up to their game in the Champions League against Manchester United. And Borussia Dortmund also lost shockingly to FC Cologne. Bayern Munich were 3-1 winners away from home to Stuttgart, as well as Inter Milan beating Sassuolo away from home by 3-0. Juventus, the Serie A champions, drew 1-1 to Benevento away from home, and Napoli thrashed Roma 4-0. Yes, further results in Serie A is AC Milan winning 2-0 to Fiorentina. Then moving on to Spain, Barcelona ran out 4-0 winners against Osasuna at the Camp Nou. Atletico Madrid beats Valencia by a solitary goal to 0 away from home. Huesca lost 1-0 against Sevilla, as well as Real Madrid losing and continue their woeful form in the league by losing 2-1 in a very interesting game. And now coming back locally to our results in the Ghanaian Premier League, Liberty Professionals drew 1-0 with 11 Wonders, as well as Wafa drawing also 1-0 with Elmina Sharks. The Bisuan Dwarfs also won by 1-0 to Brecum Chelsea, as well as Adriana Stars having a stalemate with Bichim United also. Karela FC also won by 2-1 to Dreams FC, as well as Inter winning at Accra Hearts of Oaks. And that leads us to our next story, where Richard Lamptey scored a wonderful goal to hand Inter Allies their first win of the season in the Ghanaian Premier League at the first game of match day 3. It was in the 61st minute where Richard Lamptey let fly to hand Daniel Lem's team their first victory of the season. It was looking good for Accra Hearts of Oaks in the early hours of the first half, where they were pressing and pushing. They were the most organized side, the well-organized side in the beginning of the game. But as it seems, Richard Lamptey's strike stole away the show. And moving on to other news internationally, as I earlier mentioned when mentioning results, Edison Cavani came on at halftime to steal the show in a game where Manchester United were down by 2-0 at halftime, and they came back roaring as the man himself provided an assist and scored 2 late goals to hand Manchester United their 8th straight away victory, which is a club record for them. Manchester United staged a dramatic comeback at Southampton as Jan Bednarek and James Ward-Prowse had handed the Saints an early 2-goal lead in the first half. That was an interesting game. If you saw it, you would see it was deluded of all forms of VAR review or anything. It was a straight old-fashioned Manchester United performance where the first half was nothing to write about for them, but they came back roaring in the second half with Edison Cavani and Bruno Fernandes scoring the first goal. Moving on to our last story for today is Mikel Arteta concerned by Arsenal's form. Mikel Arteta was left really concerned by Arsenal as they fell to their 3rd straight home defeat in the league. The Gunners continued their struggles in front of goal with only 2 out of their 13 shots on target. That's woeful performance from the Gunners side, who has been known for their free-flowing attacking display with Aubameyang, Lacazette, Pepe in their ranks. People expect them to score more goals, and it's been a little bit of a conundrum for Mikel Arteta in getting the forward players not just to play well, but get the goals which they deserved. As I earlier mentioned, there was an incident in the game concerning David Luiz and Raul Jimenez of Wolverhampton Wanderers, where there was a clash of heads in the 5th minute of the game, and it resulted to a fractured skull for Raul Jimenez, where he was sent to the hospital, the London hospitals particularly, and he had his surgery just on Sunday evening. And we're gathering news from the team that he's okay and he'll be recovering back to full fitness. Getting on to Arsenal and how they can get their season back on track, Roy Keane has stated in an interview that they are just not good enough and they need to find ways to get in the right recruitment because some of their players are not good enough to play in the Premier League and more so for Arsenal. So it's left to Mikel Arteta, who some people had tagged to be the next Pep Guardiola in the Premier League, but so far it's not gone on well for him, and we can see from the results straight home defeat is not something that the Ghana fans would appreciate. So that's it for sports. My name is Ray. You can follow us on all our social media platforms, but before you do that, just say that he'll be coming up with entertainment bits after the break. You can follow us on Facebook, it's EP Radio TV. On Instagram, it's EP Radio TV 2. And then on Twitter, it's EP Radio TV. You can as well subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's also EP Radio TV. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
Mommy, person ko head that drinks our fridge no one normally we say dear Diana na ma no buzu.
Mira na we dey.
Ntatie bi na ba fridge ne mu na eja me pepa ne omo ne ho amankwa.
Mira. Yeah. Vein means soy milk and okra. My latest discovery. It is nutritious and rich in vitamins for body growth, vitality and development. Adio won so vein means soy milk and wanna say it comes in different flavors. Original, banana, multigrain, and chocolate. And Mira, where do you know?
Hey, ready? I'm on come see fatu form.
Nice.
Smooth. Adi, ashisha say jeje nka tuwe mu aja tum se eye.
Alright, welcome back. If you join us, this is News Today, and we're coming to you from our studios in Accra, Ghana. First, our various social media handles and Let's Interactive. Subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can easily access us wherever you are all around the world. If you're just logging on, you've kind of missed the details of the news and sports, but you can get to a repost on our Facebook channel. All you just have to do is to subscribe and turn on your notification. So whenever you see me, Kevin FNK, you know it's all about entertainment. So a lot has happened in the entertainment industry over the past couple of days, especially over the weekend. I'm just going to be taking you through a couple of stories that are trending, that are still trending up till this moment. So first on our list, we know that in Ghana, the 2020 general election is, gradually progressing forward and coming closer. So a lot of politicians are taking every advantage they possibly can to, promote their campaign and urge the people to vote for them. Remember a couple of days ago, I brought a report and now politicians are reportedly taking advantage of Yvonne Nelson's comments. A new person is in the list now, Shatta Wale. So apparently, it seems that the politicians are misquoting or misusing Shatta Wale's posts on social media to, to favor them in their campaign. And he has come out to actually give them a strong warning, saying he hates their act. So I'm just going to be reading to you the comments that came out on social media from Shatta Wale over the weekend. Shatta Wale said, "Stop dragging me into matters of politics when I haven't said anything. I see prominent people in our country posting Photoshop statements about me which is not true. Please stop it, because I hate it." Now, if Shatta Wale is giving out a strong warning right now, I think the politicians should pay heed to it, because if he wants to come out again and open his mouth, which we already know is very open, and say something else, it might go out of the box. Right now, he decided to make it very, very, very conducive. He just said some prominent politicians. He did not mention any name. So as of now, that is what he's saying. He has thrown out a first warning, and I'm sure if the politicians doesn't take this seriously, he's going to come out again and say something else. But at the end of the day, we are praying and we are hoping for a peaceful and a successful election come December 2020. Now, away from that, let's move to something else in Nigeria. So you all know Bisola, right? One of the finest actresses we have right now in Nigeria, and of course a former housemate of the Big Brother Nigeria reality show. So she has come out to reveal that being a baby mama, it's very difficult for you to settle down. Now, that is her own opinion. By the way, so you all know, for those of you who are not aware, she has a daughter, and the daughter, according to her, is currently in secondary school, and she's living her life as an actress, Bisola herself, to give the daughter the best life. She is saying that everybody, every individual, the one who, you know, everybody desired a nuclear family, just the father, the mother, and, you know, the children, not an extended step dad, stepchild, step this and step that. So she's saying that, you know, being a baby mama, having a child outside and wanting to settle down is a bit difficult. And a lot of people have taken to social media to respond to that. But she made mention of this over the weekend during an interview. And I think she's actually giving a fact based on her experience. So probably she might have had a couple of experience after having a daughter, and those relationships did not go well. So she's saying that being a baby mama is not easy settling down, and we're going to see how that works for her. But according to her, she's made mention of the fact that she's still open for marriage. So never can tell. Probably in the next couple of months or couple of years, she will tie the knot. But for now, she's concentrating on taking good care of her daughter, and wish her all the very, very best on that particular one. Now, away from that, let me take you to something very interesting, which came out over the weekend, and a lot of people, I think it's a joy moment for the celebrants in Nigeria. So what actually happened? You all know Timi Dakolo, right? One of the finest musicians we have in Nigeria. Over the weekend, he decided to show his excitement and how he's feeling happy. He was in Abuja, the FCT of Nigeria, and he decided to give out a post saying that he's feeling happy today and asked couples who are getting married over the weekend to send him their location and address, and he's going to give them a surprise visit. And he did. He actually crushed 8 weddings in Nigeria. You know, he surprised the celebrants, and it was a huge celebration for them. All right, so I'm very sure that those couples are currently till now still celebrating the moments they had with Timi Dakolo and how he stormed their wedding and gave them a free performance, actually. So yeah, that is what the social media is saying. I mean, that is what the media people are saying. A free performance. You never can tell. Probably it might be contracted privately, but at the end of the day, he gave out the post, and those couples sent in their locations, and he crushed their wedding and gave them a surprise visit. Wish them all the very, very best on that one. Now, away from that, let me take you to the international front, where we all know that the late Chadwick is still being celebrated all around the world. So Chadwick Boseman is supposedly turning 44 over the weekend. So if he had still been alive, he was going to be celebrating his 44th birthday, and Marvel decided to celebrate him in a grand style. They brought footages of videos that are not seen before to celebrate him. So the first video you're going to be watching right now is how it was being celebrated a couple of months ago or years ago when they were filming Black Panther, and the other one you're going to watch is the video that was released by Marvel to mark his 44th birthday. So watch these videos. People are still celebrating him and his birthday, in as much as he's turning 44 over the weekend. People are still celebrating and wish he was alive. So wish all the family all the very, very, very best. Well, that's all we have for you on today's entertainment update on News Today, which is coming to you from our studios in Accra, Ghana. Don't forget to follow us on our various social media handles. On Facebook is EP Radio TV. On Instagram is EP Radio TV 2. On Twitter and YouTube is EP Radio TV. Subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can easily access us wherever you are all around the world. Once again, my name is Kelvin FNK. You can follow me on my social media handle is Kelvin_FNK. News Today returns after this.
Mommy, there's no question that drinks are fridge no one. Normally, they say, dear,
Mira, how are you? In that you be number fridge in the moon, me prepare your Amankwa.
Mira, Vim means soy milk and okra. And your latest discovery. It is nutritious and rich in vitamins for body growth, vitality, and development. I do want to Vim means soy milk, and when I say it comes in different flavors: original, banana, multigrain, and chocolate. And Mira, where do you know?
Hey, I'm on coming to form.
Daddy, yeah, nice.
He's smooth.
Eddie, I should say, Jade and Catway, Ajatum say,
That's all for today's news. Let's take a quick recap of our top stories. The Accra High Court has dismissed Kofi Korantin's case against the EC. The EC has cautioned special voters to cast their votes or forfeit their civil rights. In business, the Registrar General threatens to strike out business with old records. In Nigeria, troops have eliminated 5 Boko Haram insurgents and recovered firearms in Borno State. My name is Seidu Hamdia. Please follow us on our social media platforms on Facebook, EP Radio TV, on Instagram, EP Radio TV 2, on YouTube, EP Radio TV. Good evening.